Alright guys, how you doing, and welcome back to a brand new fresh season on the FPL Updates channel. It's good to be back while the season's far from starting, but it's time to get prepared, get those teams ready, because Fantasy Premier League is live and it's looking spectacular. So we're going to do a quick video taking you through the game, what's new, what's been there before, how it's looking. You know, it looks really cool. Let's get straight into it. So first of all, when you pick your team, the main page where you see your points, it's completely different. The whole new branding of the Premier League, the Barclays is no more. You can see it's a completely different setup, much bigger than before, more simplistic perhaps to help people get to grips to the game, particularly new people. It's quite easy to see where everything is. The shirts are bigger. It's a really good addition, I think. It makes it look a bit more real. You know, before it was more you know, simplistic, old school, but now we really feel up to date with this new brand, this new logo. This is the Premier League. This is what teams look like, and I think it's going to look really cool, especially when the points come in. And as ever, you can see the team that each player is playing against, whether it's home or away. And of course, you got your lads on the bench if you want to use them. And below them this time, we have the chips. The chips used to be at the top, and now at the bottom. So of course it's the same 3 chips. We thought perhaps all-out attack might be replaced or just made redundant, but it hasn't been. It's still there, unfortunately, some would say. But yeah, all 3 chips are the same, nothing new there. So of course use them whenever, and you can only use 1 chip per week, and you can't use the wild card with a chip either. You can see the new font for the fixtures and for the game itself. Really looking quite cool. The fixtures are still in the same place below the team, and on the right you can see the players you can bring in when you're on the transfers page, and they've got the shirt of the player next to it. I think it looks quite cool. Some of the prices, I have to say, are very high, particularly in the midfield area. I don't think we're going to have another template team season, particularly with the transfers that are coming in. But as you can see at the moment, you can see their score from last season, which is of course 0 if they weren't in the Premier League last season. But yeah, it looks quite nice when you pick a player. You can see the club of them instead of just their name. I think it works quite well. A little addition there. And of course there are prizes for winning. That's why we play the game. We want to win, we want to do well, get loads of points, etc, etc. You can see the brilliant prizes on offer here from the Premier League. If you do well, they seem to be a lot better than before. And of course you've got your monthly prizes, your prizes for winning the cup, and your weekly prizes, which is probably your best bet really. You copy your FIFA and your FPL merchandise. Hopefully on this channel we'll be getting you some of that merchandise, but the top tips we give you over the course of the next 10 months. And of course, if you want to refresh your memory or you're new around here, the rules are there as well. As you can see, for example, rules on the player prices and how if you get someone and they're worth more, you're not necessarily going to be getting their worth now. The permutation for every chip is explained, as you can see, what each chip does and what actually happens, for instance. And of course, the triple captain, if you use that and they don't play and the vice captain doesn't play, your triple captain does not just get unused, it gets completely gone and it's wasted. So make sure you use that one wisely. And of course the rules, as you can see, we thought defensive midfielders may be getting a little bit more help, particularly with N'Golo Kante playing so well last season. As you can see, it's the same points system. Very interesting indeed as ever to always look at it. And as you can see, of course, you've got your absurd stuff really, like a goalkeeper scoring a goal, which I don't think is going to happen, although it did happen once with Begovic, let's not forget. And of course, -3 for a red card, and it's going to be easier for players to get red cards this season because of the new rules the Premier League have brought in regarding behaviour on the field. And if a player receives a red card, they will continue to be penalised for goals conceded by their teams. So that's the game. It's looking very nice indeed. We're going to finish with the rules there. We're going to kickstart this beautiful season of Fantasy Premier League. I think it's going to be a great season. It's going to be so wide open. Even more wide open than Leicester winning the league. I never thought you'd hear that, but you do. So many transfers, so many new players. Ibrahimovic is here. Pogba could be too. Drop a like on the video if you're excited by the new season. Be sure to check out the FPL Updates website for all the pre-season articles. And you know where I am if you want to find me as well. Thanks for watching this video. And be sure to check out all the ones coming up very soon.